Hello, good morning. Welcome to another session at Dhaksh Tutorials. So today I am going to tell you about how to create a registration page in HTML, a very basic registration page for the initial purpose. So coming here, as we already know in the last session I have told you how to create a HTML page. How do we save a HTML page? Using some name, like as it is a registration page, I'm just writing it as registration page dot html. HTML is very essential in saving the file. So what is the general structure of HTML page? That it should start with a tag called HTML. As it is, these are paired tags. You should always write a opening tag and closing tag. Coming into the head of HTML, what are the two parts you have? Head section and the body section. So come now, so I'm writing in the head section. What is that in head section? Will be writing the title. So rather than writing here, I would just show you in the notepad itself. Okay. So let me open the notepad. Today I am using notepad plus because notepad plus has a very good features and very nice features rather than the notepad. It supports us all types of documents. Like right first I'll save the file and then we'll write it. So come here and save the file. As where I have to save, I have to save in Dhaksh Tutorials HTML. So what will the page name I will be giving? Registration page dot html. Always mention dot html and come here and save it as all files, all types. You also have HTML by some, but it will be somewhere in somewhere. So no worry, just write on all types and save it. So once you save it, automatically when you write it, you will be getting all the drop down. Like it will show you the uh, intelligence. Okay, so it will be telling you the tags and all whatever you are using. So HTML. So come after HTML, write down header part. Okay, in header part, what we will be writing in general? Title. Yes, so the title. Write down title and close the title. You don't need to write. All will be for your reference. Everything will be coming down and it's very easy for us to write down. So registration page. And coming to your body part. Body and close the body tag. So the spacing whatever you are giving now for all these tab spaces, these spaces is very essential in any programming language. And this spacing whatever you are using, this is called as indentation. And one more thing, in HTML I forgot to tell you the comment section. How do you comment? You will be writing comments like this with an angular brace followed by an exclamation and two lines. See, as I have written this, everything has turned into green. It means that is comment that will not be executed in your browser. So I will just say it is a registration page. Okay, we will see whether this gets displayed in your browser or not later on. And how to close it? Same followed by two what you call it, hyphens, and then you close it. So once I've done that, what happened, everything has become normal. And if you want to write it in 2 lines or 3 lines, no worry, it is the only comment page. Okay, so I'll just leave it like this. We'll see whether it executes in the browser or not later on. And coming to the body part, what is all this page is about? Registration page means it is a form, right? So what is that form? So first I will be welcoming all you people to my tutorials. So I just write it as welcome to Dhaksh tutorial, right? And after that, what I will have to give some indication for the user to what he is the page about and what is he doing, right? Welcome to Dhaksh tutorials. Please the details below to register. Yes. So by seeing this, the user will understand what, okay, I have to fill the form now. So there are many ways. First, I'll tell you the very basic thing, and next we'll go. So as you can write name here, the name will be automatically displayed there. And now I am using the type input. Okay, input means you are saying that to input something. And what is that something here? Input text means it will be giving you the text box. Okay, input type equal to text, and we are using some username. So what is the username I would like to give? As it is the name of the user, I will be writing it as, sorry, it's not username, it's the name of the name of this text box, whatever you are using now. So for this particular text, where is it required? It is required when you are coding it, means backend, when you are giving some kind of what you call this field scripting. Whenever you script, what is that validation part? It's like when you always see, right, whenever you are entering in any page or any page, you say you have to use capital letter, at least you have to use at least one numeric, you have to use special case letters. So when, how you that will be happening, that will be happening when you script the code. And that code, whenever you are using this name and IDs, will be helpful for you at that particular time. And now after writing this, you are going to next line. So next line, when you go, you have to use break. Unless and until you use break, your code will not get your, it will not move to the next line. Everything will be displayed in the same line. So better use break always once you enter it. So after name, what is that? It's just a registration page. I'm not going to take all the variables, that all part will be seen later, but it's a, I told you very initially, it's a very basic HTML registration page. So as it also a text box, so I'm just writing here text box, and name I'm giving it as email. So it will be easy for us, as we'll not forget. You have to, it's better you always use the coding on the usernames and all, which is very relevant to that, so that you will not forget, and you will not forget how, what name I have given and all. So the next is input type equal to, again it is a text, so I'm just writing it as text only, and I'll be giving here name as password. Okay. And once you create password, what you would always asks you for? Confirm password. So write down the confirm password. I'll just copy and paste this. Okay. And here, yes. But here name, you have to give another name, because if you give the same name, what happens? Whenever you say password, and that will be applicable for both of your pages. Okay. So now I'll just reduce the font size. It's very too big. So let me change here to 27. Okay. And now, so these are the only fields I would like to do. Acha, I forgot one thing, that all this is a form, right? So whenever you are using something in a form, registration form or anything, you have to write everything in a tag called form tag. Okay, form tag. So this form, you have to close it here before your body. So it is very essential. Always what happens with this form tag is, this form tag has an attribute called an action. Okay. So what is it action mean? Means once you finish filling form and you press submit button, right? So what action it has to perform at the back end? So we always generally use all the PHP pages like the backend scripting, but right now we are not going to use it. But I want to show you what exactly the action is. So I will be just creating a success register .html page. So I'll be writing some code in that, and that code will get executed once you press submit button. But we did not create a button, right? So right here we will be creating a button. For button, just type button and button is the only tag. Okay, so open button and close button. In this button, what is the name of the button you would like to give? Register. So just write down the name register here. And what is the type of the button? Button type will be submit. Okay, what does the submit do here? Once you click this button, it will be submitted. Submitted means this will be taken into the action form tag of action, and this success page will get opened automatically. If everything goes well here, then this success page will be shown to you. And before that, if you remember, once you whenever you open any page to register, it will be showing you if you have already registered, please log in. So even we will also write that part to have a better feel of registering the page. So I'll just write, if you already have an account, please log in here. Yes, this is the only tag that will be there. But whenever we say login, there will be a link. Like once you click here link, you will be redirecting to your login page. So how does that will be happening? In HTML, there is a tag called anchor tag. Okay, in anchor tag, whatever the data is there in this anchor tag, this will be shown with a link over here. Okay, anchoring means what? Anchor. It helps you to move from one place to another place, or in that way. So here anchoring A. So this has an attribute called H reference. Means what is this H reference? H reference is nothing but hyperlink reference. So to which page it has to hyperlink the location, the source. So the hyperlink I will be writing here, as it is a login page. Login here means it has to move to login page. So I will be just writing here as login page.html, but this login page.html or the success registration page.html is neither I did not create right now, but we'll see what happens if that is not being created. Okay, now I will be saving the file. Okay, save. As we have saved, so what's the next thing to do? To open the file, right? So open here registration page.html, and if you could see, all this data is been filled, right? So what are all the things you have created? I'll show you in this way simultaneously. 1 second. Yeah. Okay. See, this registration page we have written that, but that is not showing here. So it is a comment section. And coming to the title registration page, this you could see here. And coming to this, welcome to Dhaksh tutorials in H1. So that is already there. And please fill the details, and we have written in P tag. So that is in P tag. And then name, input, type text. So I'll be inputting like name, it's Dhaksh, and email, I'll be writing it as daksh@gmail.com. And coming to the password, it is showing password, but in general web pages, does they show you the password? No, right? So we have to change that. So how you change? In password field, input, type equal to, instead of text, you have to write it as password. Okay, the same thing, copy, and same thing, paste it here also. And now save, and then reload, and just check, it's not showing your password. Okay, and then I'll say register. What happened here in register? There is no file because the file is not been created. But could you see here, what is it showing? Success register.html. So where is that success register? In the here. So did we write any logic for this button? Actually not, no, we did not write any logic for this button saying that you have to redirect and go to this page. Nothing I have done. I have just written a button type submit. But what happens whenever I say type submit, this will move to your action of your form tag. So that is what showing it here. Okay, and then if you already have an account, please log in here. What happened here, when I'm placing my cursor in this text, it is just showing me the cursor normal bar, normal text cursor bar link. But when I move to login here, it is showing me the hand symbol. It is saying that click here. So when I click here, what happened again? I said I did not have a login page. It is saying your page is not found. But could you see here what happened? It is moving to login page.html. Where is the code I have written for that login page.html? In the hyperlink a tag h reference login page.html. So we'll first create those two. We'll later create those two pages. But I would like to tell you few more attributes of this input type. What is that? In here, if we see, always we will be saying whenever we are clicking submit, what happens? It will be saying that these fields are mandatory. Please fill the details, right? So for that, there is a simple attribute in HTML5 that is required. Okay, if you say required, and I'm not saying showing that to all the other things, I will do that later on. And I've saved it, and I'm just reloading. Okay, this is not a registration page. I'm just reloading this. Okay, and if I say click, what happens? It is saying please fill out this field. Why is it saying please fill out this field? Because I have mentioned this name as required here. It is mandatory. Okay, please fill out. So I just fill out this detail and I just submit. So it is going to the page again, but password, email, everything is mandatory here, right? So what I'll do, I'll just copy this and I'll just paste it here. Okay, it is not mandatory that you have to write at the end. You can write anywhere. So for this password I will be writing here required. Okay, but make sure you have a space. You will get this. Okay, I've saved it and I am. So now if I say register, please fill this field. Okay, if I say register again, please this field. If I say register, please fill this field. If I say register, please fill this field. Your file is not found. So what happened? Even for the confirm password, I did not mention at the last. I mentioned somewhere, but still it is of same. It acts as the same thing. And one more thing, there is another attribute I would like to tell you. It's a placeholder. Placeholder is equal to enter username. Okay, I'm just writing for this only and I'm saving it, and we'll move here and we'll reload it. What happened here? You could see enter username. Previously there is nothing such kind, but I did not have placeholder for email, password and all. So I did not have anything, but as I mentioned placeholder, and whatever the thing you place, and what happens once I place cursor, it will move. Once I write something, it will move. And if I delete again all these things, again it appears. So it is like a reference saying for a user like what all it has to be there. Okay, so I will just copy this and I will paste every for all the other fields also, right? Copy it, paste, and what is it? Enter email address, right? So enter email address. Coming to here, place it and say enter password. And even this is also not necessary that it should be there at the last. Okay, I'll not say enter, I'll say just confirm your password. Okay, I'm saving it and let's see what happens here. Everything has the things now, but do you think this alignment is proper? No. So for this alignment, for this beautification, we can do CSS and all those things, but right now we are not going to do that part, but we will be I'll be telling you how to do that by using tables. Okay, so this text is also fine for you, you can see. So table, there is one attribute called table. I will just write down. So table, so come down and close the table. Where should it close? Till okay, till this button, everything should be in table. Button can be outside the table also. Okay, we don't want button to be inside the table because button is only a single thing. It can come into that particular part. Okay, we'll see if it is required, then we'll remove it. So table, and we close the table. In table, what exactly the table has? In table you will be having row and column, right? So first, what how many rows and everything, that will be saying later on. But for every row to create, there is a tag called tr, means table row. Okay, and in the table row, once you enter, after you enter to table row, there is another one you have to take down. Td means table data. Table data, or you can say table definition also. So in this table definition, you have to write your things. So my name will be in one column of table. Okay, so just close the td means table d, finished. And name and its related box means, sorry, this and this should be both in the same line, right? So those both should be in the same table row. So once you created td and everything, and just create this inbox also in td, and then close your table date here. And as you are using table, no need of using your break here. And then after you finish this, please close your tr. Okay, so what happened now? Tr is a table row. In the table row, we are using td two column, one column, and td input as another column. The same thing follows for your email also. Open tr table row, and then open td table definition. In that you place email, and then you close your td part. And again here the text box, you again keep it in td, and then please remove your break here, delete that part, and then write td again. And then what you do, you just close the tr table. For this two, we will save, I am saving it here, and I will show you what's the difference. You can easily find it out. See, this row has come below because it is using some features, and it's so, but you can you see this two having some same alignment, right? So that part, for easy a proper alignment, in general it is better to use that part in table. Even we'll write this in table, and then you will understand all the things. Okay, so just tr, sorry, delete this, and again, sorry, in tr we have to open td, and then password, and then close your td, enter, and again use td, go to the end and close td, and then close your tr. Okay, the same thing again, tr, td, td means table definition. Okay, and tr means table row. They're also having table header and all that I will tell you in meanwhile or in later. Okay, and all this finished, and our table also been finished. I am saving it, and I am just refreshing the page. What happened? Everything has come into the proper alignment right now, and register is here. And now, as I did not mention in table anything, border or anything, we are not getting anything, we are just displayed these things. But all this to this corner of this page doesn't look good, right? So we will have to change that part. So where I will be changing that part, we'll see first in body itself, we will have a alignment. Align equal to center. We'll see whether this works or not first. Yes. So what happened? This all the things in body has come to in center of the page, but whereas table it doesn't come because for the table we did not give. Table has again the different properties. So even for the table you do the same thing. Align is equal to center. Okay. And then save it, and then here. So now what happened? Even your table has come into the center of your page, and the color of this and the color of these things should be changed. And okay, before that I've told you we have to create these pages, and then we have to create that, right? So first we'll create those two pages. So what is that page name I have to give? So for to avoid mistakes, I just copy this and I will go here. I'll write a new file, and first I will save the file, save as, and I will paste the same name, and here I have to change to all types, and here I will be changing into HTML. And what is that I will be writing here? As it is a success page, I just write here's this success, right? So I just write in HTML. I'll not use any other thing. I just say H1. We are not doing any validations here, so we only right now I'll say success, I just say registration success. Okay, hooray, save it. And next another page also we have to create. What is that? Login page dot html. Copy it and take a new file, save as. All types, save as login page dot html and save. And the same thing, copy, and I'm pasting it here. Here I will say welcome to login page, and this login page creation everything we will see later on. And now I'll just reload this and I'll click login here. So your login page, it has come to login page. If I click register, what it will ask me, as these are required fields, I will say something register. So registration success. So everyone, have you understood today what we have seen? We have just created a login page, registration page. What a role it has in registration page? We have just understood what is a form tag and what is a table and its attributes, a basic thing, and what is a form. Once in form, if we create a button and tell type as submit, what happens, and what is the hyperlink here, right? So have a nice day. This is the end of this session. We'll see all the JavaScript validations and how to do exact validations and alignment, the colors and everything, how to change in the next session. Thank you. Have a nice day.